YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with another Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with the video where we're going to be talking about Ron Rivera and how I'm personally starting to give up on Ron's plan. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when new content is posted to the channel. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers, so that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Thank you so much. And also, this Sunday, I will be hosting a live watch party at Martini's Bar and Lounge in Fort Washington, Maryland, 725 Caddy Drive. Washington Commanders versus Dallas Cowboys watch party live there. Come watch the game with your boy. Come meet me and have a good time. Whether you're a Cowboys fan or a Commanders fan, we're there to have a good time. And hopefully, our team can actually give us something to cheer for. So, thank you so much. Now, let's get straight into today's video. So, Ron Rivera and this coaching staff and just everyone yesterday was horrible. The Washington Commanders fall to 1-2 on the season as they lost 24-8 to the Philadelphia Eagles. But do not let the final score be the judge of how you think the game went. The game did not go like that. We shouldn't even have scored anything. We should have got shut out. We should have got shut out. If it wasn't for Deron Payne getting that safety, we would have got shut out. I mean, the score was 24-2. The team looked horrible. Didn't look prepared. And that's why I'm coming on here to say, I don't know about you guys, but me personally, I'm starting to turn on Ron Rivera. I'm starting to give up on Ron Rivera. I'm starting to give up on Ron's plan. He just looks clueless out there. The game clearly has passed him by. He's stuck in, oh, do it my way or no way. He doesn't want to adapt. He's one of those old school coaches that just is stubborn, wants to do it his way and his way only. That's why you see few guys around his age or older still around. And if they are, they're elite coaches like Bill Belichick, like an Andy Reid. He's not those. You see why these teams that are looking for new coaches are going for the younger guys. Sean McVay is probably the leader of that pack. Zach Taylor. Let's see. Miami's new head coach, Mike McDaniel. All these guys, all these teams are getting younger because they know how to coach. They know how to progress with the game. The game is passed by. He still thinks the game is stuck in 1980. It's not that, Ron, and he doesn't get it. He doesn't get it. Coaching staff as a whole is horrible. I'm going to get the Scott Turner. I'm going to get the Jack Del Rio. But this is Ron Rivera. This is who constructed this team. Daniel Snyder gave this man all this power. He gave him all this power. He is the general manager. I don't care about Martin Mayhew or Marty Herney. He's the general manager. He's the one that calls the shots. Daniel Snyder gave him all this power to do that. He gave him all this power to do that. Ron Rivera constructed this team, and he's horrible at that. Case in point, why do you let go of Eric Flowers? Why did you let go of, obviously I understand why you did to bring in Carson Wentz, but you could bring him back, and you didn't do that. Instead of just having to replace Brandon Sheriff, which we already knew was a foregone conclusion. We already knew he was going to be gone. We already knew that. But now you open up two holes with having to get a new left guard and right guard who are terrible. Terrible. Trey Turner is so unathletic, and I say that countless times in my stream, man. He is so unathletic, bro. He's fat, bro. Like, let's call it what it is. He's not athletic. He cannot get out in space. Neither can Andrew Norwell. I mean, these guys are getting blown up, man. They cannot run block or pass block. It's so much that John Masco can do, bro. We let go of Eric Flowers, who's perfectly fine here. He thrived in this system. You don't even bring back Landon Collins, who wanted to come back here. You talk about the line of scrimmage, the linebacker play being horrible. He thrived in that role. Go get him. Ron Rivera doesn't want to do that. He doesn't want to address the linebacker situation in the offseason. He doesn't want to address the cornerback depth in the offseason. He doesn't want to go get a new safety. You know, he doesn't want to do any of that. He wants to be, he thinks his roster is fine. He didn't touch the defense the whole offseason thinking his defense was great. It wasn't. And you don't touch the defense at all. Okay. Ron Rivera doesn't know what he's doing, bro. And he's starting to lose the fan base, believe it or not. I'm starting to turn on Ron Rivera. And I liked what Ron did as far as the culture change. But Ron feels like the only way this culture can change is if you get good guys. If you get military background guys, if you get guys that's going that follows curfew in college and stuff, you can go ahead and get dogs that does that. Like, just because not every good player has off the field issues, i.e. Micah Parsons. And Micah Parsons was gone by the time we drafted Jamin Davis, but who knows? Maybe we could have traded up for him. But Ron didn't ever think about that because of, he had off the field issues coming out of Penn State. Come on, bro. He doesn't know what he's doing, bro. I mean, yesterday just proved it, man. And I really started to question him after the week 2 performance versus Detroit. I mean, yesterday you're going to challenge. You're not going to challenge that pass thrown to Devonta Smith, which was clearly an incomplete pass. But week 1, you're going to challenge something that was stupid. That wasn't even the biggest kill for me. The biggest kill for me was in week 2 versus Detroit when we're trying to mount a comeback. We're moving like we have all day. We're not moving with no sense of urgency. That is what was pissing me off. We were moving like we didn't have no urgency, bro. We were taking our time. In week 2 versus Detroit, we instead of scoring before the 2-minute warning, so then you could use the 2-minute warning as an extra timeout on defense, we move and score after the 2-minute warning. I'm like, bro, where's the sense of urgency? Get your team out on the ball. Go no huddle. Go up tempo. We didn't do that. Okay. Then in week 3, you do the same exact thing. So I'm like, Ron, what are you doing? What are you saying at halftime? Is halftime just a room for the players to relax and just get food and just chill? Are you not saying nothing to these guys? He can't be, because it's the same stuff each and every year. For the past 3 years, this team has looked the exact same. We have not got better. We have not got better. Players, we got better players probably, but the coaches aren't putting these guys in the same better position to succeed. We got better players at the playmaking position. Let me put it that way. Offensive line, we got worse. Cornerback, we got worse. Why didn't we bring back Ronald Darby? I don't know. Why isn't Benjamin St. Juste playing on the outside? I don't know. Why isn't Kendall Fuller in the slot or at free safety? I don't know. Why isn't Landon Collins back here? I wouldn't be able to tell you. The coaching staff is just not good as a whole, bro. Not good as a whole. And I'm pointing the fingers at the head coach because he is the one that constructed this. It'll be different. I would still point the finger at Jay Gruden, okay? Let's say for Jay Gruden, for example. I'm still pointing the finger at Jay Gruden because, one, you're the head coach, so you still have to get the team right. But Jay Gruden wasn't the general manager here. Jay Gruden wasn't the one calling the shots here as far as everything. This guy does everything for this organization, from football to the business side. So, Ron Rivera, this is what you put together. And there's no way you're proud of that. You think you go ahead and get 2 guys that were good for you years ago, Andrew Norwell and Trey Turner. They're 30 now. They're out of shape. And you expect for them to come here and, we can clean them up and make them better. No. Should have kept Eric Flowers. If you're not going to play, if you're going to move for Eric Flowers, what did you draft Sadiq Charles for? Put Sadiq Charles in the game. Let me see what Chris Paul can do. Because these 2 guys up front are horrible, man. They're so out of shape. They cannot move. They can't. This is bad, man. It is. And again, I'm starting to turn on Ron Rivera, man. I really am. It's frustrating because, again, he just seems stubborn. He's stuck in his ways. And he just feels like he knows everything. He fails to adapt. And it's frustrating. But moving on to the offensive side of the ball, Scott Turner is horrible. I was always one to give him the benefit of the doubt each and every year because at times he can draw up stuff. But with every fan, with every YouTuber that covers this team says he lacks situational awareness. This guy does not know when to call the right plays. At first, I'm thinking it's a quarterback issue, but no, it's a play calling issue. Terry McLaurin should be the vocal point of this offense, and yet he still goes a whole half without a catch, without a touch. I thought this was a quarterback issue, but it happened again this year. It happened with Taylor Heineke. So even though Taylor Heineke tried to force on the ball at times, sometimes he still went the whole half without getting the ball. It happened with Dwayne Haskins under Scott Turner. It happened with everybody. Kyle Allen, and name them. Everybody under Scott Turner. The quarterback issue is the same. They do not look Terry McLaurin's way. He lacks the creativity to get his best playmaker, the face of his franchise, the ball. And how do you do that? I don't know. How can you sleep at night knowing Terry McLaurin does not have a target in a whole half? Like, I love Terry McLaurin to death, man. And I understand he's laid back, but if I'm Terry McLaurin, he has all right to be pissed off. He has all right to go yell at Scott Turner and say, "Give me the ball." And I know that's not his kind of not his kind of style, but bruh, how long can you take this? You pay this dude all this money and don't give him the ball in the whole first half. And yes, Terry did have a drop yesterday, which was crucial, but still, come on, bro. Scott Turner is horrible, man. Instead of getting Carson Wentz out of the pocket, making play actions on the run, throwing on the run, moving him away from the pressure, he still wants to call play action 7-step drops, 5-step drops in the pocket like the Eagles aren't collapsing the pocket. They're literally pushing Andrew Norwell, Wes Schweitzer, Trey Turner back into his lap, and if he try to escape the edge, Sam Cosmi and Charles Leno getting work too. So, I mean, at this point, what can he do? People can say, oh, he needs to get the ball out faster. He needs to get the ball out faster. Bro, one, the play calling isn't allowing him to do that because Scott Turner wants to call a seven-step drop every time. And two, he's getting hit from the very first snap of the game to the last snap of the game. So obviously his time is going to be off. He's going to be flustered. I don't even blame Carson Wentz for playing how he did yesterday. He wasn't good, but again, when everything around you just isn't going good and you think you're going to get hit every single play, do you really blame him? I don't. Scott Turner is bad, man. He's horrible. He needs to get fired, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. And they're not going to do this because they're going to try. The season isn't over, guys. I know we're kind of reacting as if the season's over. We're 1-2. Season's not over, but the guy needs to be gone after this year if we don't make the playoffs. There's no way this guy can come back for another year if we don't make the playoffs. I'm talking about Scott Turner, Ron Rivera, even probably, and definitely Jack Del Rio. Scott Turner was horrible, man. He's horrible. Now, Jack Del Rio, he had a really solid game yesterday. The defense came out, firing off cylinders, giving us a chance for protecting this game from being a 40-point blowout. Jack Del Rio had a really solid day. Don't have much to say about Jack except for, him still putting our cornerbacks on islands on the 10-yard line, having our cornerbacks play 27 yards off on a 3rd and 4. That was my big nicks and buzz with that Jack Del Rio. But other than that, I mean, he had an okay day. But do I still want him here? And no, probably not after this season if we don't nip this in the bud and make the playoffs. But I just wanted to come on here quickly to talk about that, man. On to Dallas now. And just imagine how much Micah Parsons is about to do us in next week. DeMarcus Lawrence, all those guys, bro. But yeah, man, it's been boy Juan Gotti coming on here to talk about me starting to give up and turn on Ron Rivera, a.k.a. Ron's plan. So, let me just about this video in the comment section down below. As always, it's me and boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe, help to the Washington Commanders. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers. So that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Also, don't forget I will be hosting the live watch party Washington Commanders versus Dallas Cowboys next Sunday, October 2nd at Martini's Bar and Lounge in Fort Washington, Maryland. 725 Caddy Drive. You can find the flyers on the community wall here on this video or on my Instagram. Hope to see a lot of you guys there, whether you're a Commanders fan or a Cowboys fan. It should be a fun time. I'm always made boy Juan Gotti. I'm out. Peace. Cross me one time, that's gonna get you pop. Get you pop, get you